the DBT that I use with clients is my own updated version, specifically to make it more trauma informed. So Marsha Linehan, she calls the thinking part of the brain the reason mind or the rational mind. And the reason I stay away from that terminology is because what does that imply about the feeling mind? Well, that's not reasonable, or it's not rational. And that's not the case. So here's the deal. Thinking mind is obviously the part of the brain that thinks. The feeling mind is obviously the part of the brain that feels. But when you're working with clients, you cannot take for granted that they know the difference, because let's just face it, in English, normal everyday English, we use those terms interchangeably all the time, right? You ask the typical person, what do they think? They'll tell you exactly how they feel. You ask someone how they feel, and they'll tell they'll share their opinion with you. So you're going to provide psychoeducation on what is a thought and what is a feeling. And a simple way of doing that, so this is an approach I use a lot, is I explain that the thinking mind is the part of the brain that produces words. So you can ask client, so what's your favorite song? And once they identify their favorite song, you can ask them, okay, so what are the lyrics of the song? Once they tell you the lyrics of the song, you can explain, oh, so just like your song has words, but we just happen to call those words lyrics. Well, your mind also has words. We just call those words thoughts, okay? But then I ask them, once I know the lyrics of their song, I ask them to describe for me the music of the song. And that's when they describe for me things like the beat and the rhythm and maybe some of the instruments that are involved, or the melody, or the tenor, the bass. Okay, so then I explain, oh, okay, so just like your song has words and music, so does your mind. Your mind has lyrics, but it also has music. We just happen to call that music emotions. And just like you could only read the words of a song, and those words would still be powerful. Or you could only listen to just the music, and just the music alone would be powerful. The song obviously sounds best when both go together. In the case of the human mind, the mind functions the best by far when we're using both thoughts and feelings together.